Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos I'm putting up and the format in which I'm putting them up in. Okay, so this morning, we're going to start with the Ginge and Whinge because we're just going to get them out of the way because then we're moving on to what's going on today with the Platinum Jubilee and the fact that apparently Harry and Meghan are done and will not be seen anymore, from what I can tell, which works for me. So let's jump in, let's cover them, and then let's leave them in the dust while we move on to the other stuff, shall we? Let's go. To start off with, we had some tweets from people in response to what happened at the service of Thanksgiving. Linda Berg put up a tweet that said, "When will Harry realize how miserable he is? He was a prince, a real royal. He was loved. Now he gets booed. His own family doesn't trust him anymore, and they have no real friends or family. His children are never seen. It's pathetic. Meghan has ruined his life." And I have to agree. And I also want to say, I don't think that Harry and Meghan's children even met the cousins on this trip, although they would have had the chance to do so. Laverne Spencer pointed out that Harry and Meghan are being canceled by the royal family and booed by the public at the Queen's Jubilee, and she is loving it. He went against his country and she went against hers. They deserve it. I agree. And Great Britain News put out that he's a whinging ginge. I agree. Spot on. All right, let's move on from the comments. Now, when the service was over, everybody went to a lunch at the Guildhall. There was a very fancy menu, there was a lot of alcohol, but there was no Meghan Markle. They had smoked breast. They had coronation chicken. They had English sparkling wine. And I'm sure they all sat back and relaxed and enjoyed some peace and quiet. Now, the story coming out yesterday was that Meghan and Harry skipped this lunch because of what happened at the church, but I got to be honest, it's my understanding that they were not invited. Nobody wanted to take the chance of being taped without their permission. I believe that more. So, yeah, it sounds to me like it would have been too easy to tape, but the Queen wasn't there, so who knows what really happened. But anyway, here's some video of everybody leaving, and look how happy and relaxed everybody looks. Watch this. Now, the stories came out that, now they're saying Harry and Meghan were spotted leaving Prince Charles's London home yesterday morning. It may not have been Harry and Meghan. It may have just been Harry. We don't even know for a fact that that actually occurred, but it could be that, maybe Charles told Harry, you better frickin', behave yourself in church and you're not coming to the, who knows what happened? Who knows if this meeting even happened? But it's being reported, so. Now, of course, the Queen canceled going to the Derby, and it's making everybody very nervous. But never fear, people. She's in good health. She's just having trouble walking. I mean, I get it. Now, just to show you the kind of nonsense that's being put out now, they're putting out that Harry and Meghan are going to christen Lilibet at Windsor with the Queen, and that's why the Queen's not going. I hate to point this out. They've already insinuated that the daughter was baptized in the United States, and to see those pictures, you're going to have to buy Harry's book because they're putting them in the book. So this is just some of that crap that, the PR people are putting out. It's such a joke. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a few more housekeeping items, and then we're going to get right back into the Platinum Jubilee things that are going on. A blind item came out, and you guys know that how much I love these because they're usually spot on, but this one I'm gonna call no on. But what it says is that according to several employees at Netflix, their well-laid plans have been hindered, which I believe, but because the woman they wanted to film and scheduled to film by stalking out locations got wind of it, and so she's making excuses for not showing up to events honoring her. Sorry, I do not believe the Queen would miss out on her festivities over Netflix. Sorry. Do I think that the plans have been ruined? Absolutely. But do I think that the Queen did it intentionally? No. All right, I'm throwing this in here because, okay, I'm going to be petty. This is almost a kick 'em while you're down thing. Harry was fighting an Italian company known for its rucksacks, and they use a similar logo to the Invictus games. And so Harry tried to, he tried to trademark the logo, and he lost. Now, for me, this next bit shows just the sense of entitlement and the head on this man. The person who was representing Invictus, named Andrew Lomas, stated, if you're ready, that Invictus is synonymous with royalty. He said that, quote, such is the fame and reputation of Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, that conceptually Invictus will now automatically bring to mind the charity, royalty, and wounded injured. And guess what the judge said? Nope. So not only did Harry have to pay for fees and for an attorney, but now he has to pay £1,600 to Invicta, the company that he tried to grab the name from. Yeah, karma. All right, I don't know if I showed you guys this picture, but remember I told you that I had a feeling that they were kind of standing in the room, and other than general pleasantries, hello, how are you, I thought maybe nobody was talking to them. This is a perfect example. The person to the right has their back to her, completely cutting her out of the conversation. Everybody is to the right, and she's just standing there with her arms crossed. All right, I love this comment from Sabira that, Omid's acting like he has the big scoop on everything, and the way he's wording things makes it look like Harry and Meghan will be with the Queen when the truth is they'll be at Frogmore. So what am I talking about? Here's his tweets. The Queen is going to watch the Derby since she pulled out at home on TV. Charles and William will give separate speeches towards the end of the party. And lastly, Harry and Meghan are to spend Saturday in Windsor together privately as a family. Interesting. What happened to the party? I guess since the Queen can't make it, they've canceled it. Remember, there were going to be godparents and close friends and everybody there. Suddenly, that's gone out the window. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure since they couldn't get anything for Netflix, they've canceled the whole ruse. Although, to be fair, and I've said it before, there are, the godparents aren't there. Supposedly, they're in the United States, and they have no close friends. So, yeah, it's all crap. And he also confirmed that Harry and Meghan will not be attending the concert while everybody else is rocking out. They'll be sitting alone in Frogmore. I hope that Harry is, sitting back now, realizing just how badly he screwed up, All right, now let's move on to the Jubilee celebrations that went on today. Now, I have to say how wonderful it must be to be in London at this time. Here's a couple of videos of what's going on from Twitter. Watch these. So now you have the 4 families that are working royals distributed on 4 nations of the United Kingdom as part of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Charles and Camilla remained in England. William and Catherine went to Wales. Edward and Sophie went to Northern Ireland. Anne went to Scotland. Everybody's doing their portion. And thank you to the BRF for the photo. So we know that Anne went to Scotland, and the first thing she did was inspect a guard of honor, which I think is really nice. Here's Anne at the zoo in the penguin enclosure in Edinburgh. God, that looks like so much fun. I would love to do that. This took place the day before because she has to be back for the Derby. All right, moving on. Okay, now Sophie and Edward, they went to Northern Ireland. They were very well received. Now, they're going to hear stories about the diverse communities for the last 70 years. They're going to be meeting groups of performers, including the Belfast Busking Band. Edward is going to meet older members of the local community that get together for an age-friendly Belfast breakfast. There's just a lot of activities. Sophie is going to go do special craft activities, making crowns and corgis with school children, then looking at fashion through the ages. There's a Chinese dragon dance. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm simply going to play the video and you guys can just watch it. Here we go.
Absolutely. So yes, we're very particular about our brand here in Belfast. You know, it's garden.
All right, now we're on to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. They put out a tweet that they had arrived in Wales, and they took George and Charlotte with them, which I think is really cool. For those wondering how they got to Wales, here's a little clip. Watch this. So the car opened and here come the kids, which was very interesting because when William was 8, he took a trip to Cardiff with Diana. So a lot of excited crowds handed George some daffodils, which are the Welsh national flower, and he went on a walkabout outside. I don't know how you pronounce this. I'm going to try Llandaff Cathedral. I think that's how you say it. So there's all kinds of stuff going on at Cardiff for the Platinum Jubilee. There was an orchestra that played Welsh singer Tom Jones' hit Delilah. Then they moved along the stage to watch a rock drummer do a roll. The live music entertainment, apparently George is learning to play guitar, so they think he'll really like that. Then they went to watch dancers and young musical performance on the lawns. They're going to be doing all kinds of things. Bonnie Tyler is going to be there. West End performers, Rubicon Dance Company, the Wales Youth Choir for Good. There's just a lot going on. And so here they are arriving. Watch this. So let me just say, for me, it's nice to see everybody working as a family. I love Kate wearing the color of their flag. I love that this is good training for George and for Charlotte, although Charlotte looks like she's a bit shy. So let me give you guys also a little background. This castle they're visiting is a medieval castle and a Victorian Gothic revival mansion in the city center of Cardiff. The original moat and Bailey Castle was built in the late 11th century by Norman invaders on top of a 3rd century Roman fort. You want to talk about some history? This is someplace I have to go. But I digress. Okay, getting back to our royal family. Remember I told you one of the activities that they were going to be doing was listening to an orchestra. Well, the orchestra decided to let William, Catherine, and the kids try to direct it. Here's a short video to show what happened. Watch this. Then the children tried their hand at the lighting booth. Watch this. Some of these pictures really got me because, as you can see, Charlotte received flowers. And here's George helping her with them. How sweet is that? It's pretty obvious they have a good relationship. Next, they met a goat. The family continued walking around, and then they came up on an artist. Now, I had to silence this clip because of the music in the background, but watch this. So it looks like they had a great time. And of course, as they're leaving, they handed Kate some more flowers. But what caught my attention was this picture of what's in the flowers. There was a note that showed that people know what they're doing. And for those of you who can't read it, what the note says is thank you for what you do for mental health. Love it. All right, let's move on. All right, let's move on now to Anne, who went to the Derby in place of her mother. And here she is arriving. Watch this. Now, they had a big surprise for her because she walked through, I guess you would call it an honor guard. And these are all of the jockeys, the people who had ridden horses for the Queen in the past and in the present. And here they are lining up. Watch this.
Whatever the one in front of you do, you do that.
I think it was a wonderful tribute. I think the whole thing just went very smoothly. And then they moved on to where she went up to where the royal box was. She then walked out onto the balcony. Watch this. Anne was just the right person to represent her mother in this capacity. She always does such a good job. And I love her outfit too. She looks really great today. Everybody looks so relaxed and happy. Do you notice that? Obviously, the Queen knew what she was doing when she got Anne to cover for her while she wasn't there. Zara and Mike Tyndall were there. Of course, she looked absolutely fabulous, as usual. I love this vibrant blue that she's wearing. Anyway, she and Mike walked around talking with people. Looked like everybody was having a really, really, really good time. Everybody was very relaxed, which is what I like to see. Peter Phillips was there with his girlfriend, Lindsay Wallace. And this is the first time that she was seen alongside other members of the family. I think she looks quite elegant myself. All right, one more quick little note here. Most of you know that Catherine is she is the patron of Evelina London, and she recognized that obviously with what's going on there, people couldn't come out and join in with the Platinum Jubilee, so she made a surprise visit there. You can see the broodiness on her face, I'm telling you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now to finish up this video, I think I told you guys that I have a neighbor. I've told you before, I have a neighbor who's from the UK, and she threw a lunch party today. Apparently, you know, this is going on around the world. And she made some of the most unbelievable food I think I've ever tasted, I've ever tried. It was phenomenal. My diet is ruined. The food was, I don't know how to express it. I guess if this is how you people eat in the UK, I don't understand how everybody there is so thin. But anyway, she made a couple of different desserts. And I specifically, and by the way, you see the picture above the box? Every single person left with one of those boxes filled with all kinds of food. Anyway, she made these desserts and she gave me the names of them. And I was like, I don't understand. I don't know what that is. Could you please explain it to me? So you're about to look at the pictures of the desserts, which I found in the refrigerator outside, and I asked her to explain what it was. So listen to this. Okay, tell me what the desserts are.
Okay, so we have we have quite a few actually, but banoffee pie and Eton mess.
Okay.
Banoffee pie is a biscuit base, which is like a cookie base, chocolate digestive melted with a bit of butter. And then we have caramel on top, and then we got some sliced bananas, and then topped it up with whipped cream and a crumble of flake.
Oh my God.
So that's your banoffee pie. And then your Eton mess, another traditional dessert, is meringue, which is crumbled, and then you put chopped up strawberries, whipped cream, heavy whipped cream, and then a layer of more meringue, strawberries, and then again I put a little crumble of chocolate flake.
Thank you.
Your dessert.
Now, as she was hosting lots of people, she was walking around with her Jubilee medal pinned on the Big Lunch shirt that was sent to her from the UK, by the way. And then she started making a drink I've never heard of. It's another UK drink. And I asked her to explain what that was, her friend who was making it. So here's that. Go ahead and talk. What are you doing?
What do I say?
What are you making?
I'm making a Pimm's.
A what?
Pimm's.
Pimm's.
Pimm's. So I'm just pouring it. Oh gosh. I'm not very good at this.
Go ahead, just pour it. Ignore me. Just go.
So I'm just pouring in a good amount here. And then, oh gosh. And then I'm going to put in some Sprite.
Sprite, okay. While the other one is cutting strawberries.
Strawberries.
Okay.
I'm putting
Sprite.
good use to all the British hands here.
Okay.
Some Sprite.
Is that sugar-free Sprite, just out of curiosity?
It sure is.
It is.
Oh, yes. You are
So-
people after my own heart.
This drink is supposed to be a brown.
Okay.
And you can see how it's bubbling. And this drink particularly has fruit in it. You can put celery, oranges,
Celery?
strawberries. Yes,
Okay.
celery. Strawberries. We've got some blackberries that we're gonna put in there.
Okay.
How much more of this are you? You want me to fill this whole thing?
Yeah, just fill it up.
Okay. You want me to use this
Because
whole
then
thing?
we'll take a picture
that
when it's
okay?
done. After everybody had eaten their fill and we were all completely stuffed, we gathered around because the Queen sent a message to every single group that was having one of these get-togethers. So, of course, the message was read out to the group. And I had a camera malfunction. So she had to do it again just for me. Watch this.
A message from the Queen to holders of the Big Jubilee lunches. I am delighted that you are planning to join the Big Jubilee lunch as a part of the special events to mark my Platinum Jubilee in 2022. It is my sincere hope that this will be an opportunity for communities across the United Kingdom and further afield to join in the spirit of togetherness and to celebrate the enormous achievements of the last 70 years. I send my warmest good wishes to you and all those who will join you at what I hope will be a joyful and most memorable occasion. Her Royal Majesty.
I love it. And my friends, that's a wrap. There's just too much in this video to recap. So I'm going to let you guys leave whatever comments you want below. And I know there's more going on today, but it's too much to put in this video, so I'll look at it tomorrow, okay? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Don't forget to double check if you're already subscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Gemble Rumble. You can email me. To those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.